What's up, Flipsiders? Today is Monday, January 4th.
Oh, you're standing right in front of my face.
And Sarah and I are starting a new thing this year. A new habit, a new tradition, a new routine, if you will, where every Monday night or every Tuesday or
once a week.
maybe Wednesdays.
Once a week.
Sometimes Thursdays. Friday, Saturday, Sunday always sprinkled in there. Once a week, we are going to put our phones away and we are gonna turn our computers off and we are going to just have a date night where we just hang out with each other and actually give each other attention, because I can be kind of bad at doing that sometimes. Sarah's really good at paying attention to everything I do. No, she's not. She's just as bad as I am. But we wanted to be more deliberate about actually spending time together this year. So it's been a long, long time since we routinely went on dates. But do you want to show the thing that we got for Christmas?
What thing?
The book?
Oh yeah.
Oh my gosh.
So my brother and his fiance got us the Adventure Challenge Couples Edition, and it's got all these date ideas that are covered, and they'll give you symbols that kind of tell you what to expect. Yeah, kind of what to expect, like if you're gonna have to travel or spend money or how long it'll take or if you'll need supplies or if there's food involved.
Which will be the best ones, obviously.
Yes. But we were gonna do this tonight, but Jake and I both had really long days.
This is true.
Of work.
So we decided instead of doing that, we didn't want to skip out on our date day. So we are going to go to the stores, and all the stores.
All the stores.
I find that I randomly make words plurals for some reason. We're gonna go to the store, get some snacks, get some dinner, and we are going to play a board game and watch a movie. Soul?
Soul.
Is that what we're gonna watch tonight?
Sure.
I may fall asleep. But we are going to do our date night, regardless of how tired we are. Right, Goose?
Yeah!
Because that's always our excuse.
Yes.
Let's just go to bed. Not today! So back in the day, when Monty and I were young lads, and every time we hung out, I had to buy like $50 worth of candy just to feed us. Because I didn't have to. It was whoever had the job at the time would buy snacks. And we used to buy these packs of candy bars and then put them in the freezer.
Why?
Because it's delicious. Frozen candy is better than normal candy.
Interesting.
Do you disagree with this?
I don't know if I've ever actually done that.
You're missing out, girlfriend. Missing out. There's a major candy shortage happening today, though.
Food shortage.
If 2020 was the shortage of bread and toilet paper, 2021, I guess, is going to be the shortage of queso dip. You know, Sarah, I really wanted some Tostitos with some Tostitos queso dip.
Okay.
That's really what I wanted, but
Okay.
since for some reason all the queso dip is gone in the entire planet, I know exactly what I'm gonna get. Follow me.
Really?
No. No. No.
Yeah.
Did you catch that?
Yeah, I did.
Oh,
Edible
yes.
cookie dough.
Look at that
It
beautifulness.
won't kill you.
Well,
I mean,
it might.
No, it's fine.
So, we got some snacks. We got, for Sarah, Airheads, because she loves them so much, that's why she likes me. We also got some Ritz, also Sarah's, but I might have to have some of those.
That's fine. I'll share. You can't have my Airheads.
So I've been looking at this for
Ever since they came out.
like multiple months,
Mm-hmm.
because I saw this and I'm like, this is the best thing ever. It's like an ice cream pint. It's like a chocolate chip cookie dough ice cream pint without It's like the chocolate chip. I've been having issues speaking recently.
Just spit it out,
Remember
man.
earlier in the office today when I was trying to speak and I had to repeat myself 8 times?
Mm-hmm.
It's like a chocolate chip cookie dough ice cream pint without the pesky ice cream. Wow.
I bet that's tasty.
But what we actually went for, obviously we got some snacks, but we are going to...
You're looking for the dough?
Where is it?
Right there. Right there, next to the
It looks like a
Starbucks.
drink. We got pizza crust. They were out of the Pillsbury, so hopefully this is good too.
I feel like we've bought that one before.
We'll see. But we're going to make our own pizza. And in saying that, I mean, Sarah's going to make the pizza because she does it really, really well. And I'm doing the dishes for her so that she can work in a clean environment. But can I pop the can?
Yeah, but you have to use a spoon.
To pop the can?
Mm-hmm. You don't use your finger anymore.
Come on, Sid. Come on, Sid.
So, our friends George and Diane were the ones who actually showed us how to make a homemade pizza. Because you'd think it'd be pretty easy, but they showed us some fun, like, tricks to make your pizza a little bit better. And one of them was to cook the dough a little bit before you put on, like, the sauce and stuff. So that way...
You cook it for like 2 minutes?
I do 5.
5 whole minutes?
Mm-hmm.
It's basically a cooked pizza.
Nah.
Nah, fam.
And so then from there you can make it like to your preference. But Jacob and I, we like light sauce, or Jacob likes light sauce and I don't mind it. So you start with that base or whatever kind of sauce you want. I know our friends George and Diane, they've done like Alfredo or 4 cheese sauce before.
That might be kind of good.
Yeah, I've always thought that'd be kind of tasty, but I go pretty light. And then
we throw on some cheese,
some cheese,
some Canadian bacon, some pepperoni,
and olives.
some olives, and we didn't check for salami.
Yeah, I had the Canadian bacon, so I decided not to even look for it.
And I may throw on some jalapenos tonight. Even.
Ooh, don't touch my half of the pizza.
Goose, you're an artiste.
Voila.
An artistio. I like your hat. Super cute. Oh, that's gonna be delicious. So how long do you cook it?
I'm gonna start with 14 minutes.
Oh, that's so long.
Very heavy pizza.
I'm not gonna make it. Look at your masterpiece. It turned out so good.
Thank you.
So we are going to eat that. And then we are gonna watch Soul. And then we are gonna eat all our snacks. And we're both probably gonna fall asleep during the movie.
No!
We're gonna make it through a movie, dang it! So, it is the next morning, and Sarah and I last night wrapped up our date night by watching 2 movies, staying awake through both of them, which I was kind of surprised about. And then went to bed, immediately fell asleep essentially. We used all that energy to stay up through the movies, and then we just conked out after that. But it's really, really cool that we actually got to spend some time together. Not recording videos, because so much of what we do now when we are spending time together is record ARC for the most part, and you know, it's not really the most ideal way to just spend time with each other and work on our relationship. But with that being said, I wanted to talk a little bit about this morning, because Sarah and I had such a nice time hanging out last night, but then this morning happened and I was a real jerk right in the morning, which I really, really hate that I did that, but yeah, I was a real jerk this morning to Sarah, and we worked it out. We always work it out. When we argue or when one of us wrongs the other, it never lasts very long. At most, maybe like an hour, hour and a half. Our arguments don't really go that long, but they can be pretty intense for short bursts, and then usually we stop talking for just like 20-30 minutes sometimes so we can cool down, and then we are able to come in and work it out. But it doesn't happen very often. It really doesn't. But occasionally one of us will kind of mouth off to the other, and then it's like once you start going down the road, you're committed. At least that's what it feels like sometimes. And then you double down, and it's just stupid. It's just stupid. And I want so badly not to do that, but there are times when I do. But anyway, all this to say, I think it's an important lesson that I wanted to share with you guys, and to just kind of reflect on myself also. That no matter what you're doing, especially when it comes to relationships, you can't bank on what happened the previous day to take you through the remainder of that relationship. This is relevant to both, relevant to both relationships with significant others, family members, friends, but also your relationship with God. And that's something that I've talked about on this channel before in previous videos, where speaking in a general term here, or general sense, so often I think we can look back and say, oh, my relationship with this person or with God has been so good for so long, that'll carry me through the next X amount of days. And it doesn't really work that way. And, even beyond relationships, with working out or good performances at work or whatever you're really trying to do, you can't bank good performances and then stop working on it and expect everything to continue working out wonderfully. So just because Sarah and I had a really nice night and we enjoyed doing our first date night of the year, it doesn't mean that if I stop actively working on that relationship and putting forth, my best effort to make her feel loved and cared for, that relationship's not going to continue to be good just because we had one good night. And the same thing with your relationship with God. You can't rely on the fact that, oh, well, I've read my Bible the last several days and I grew up in the church, so I'm going to be fine. Because as soon as you start actively seeking God, your relationship with Him will dissolve just so fast. Trust me, from personal experience, I'm well aware of this fact. So yeah, I just want that to be an encouragement out there to anybody who's watching this, who is struggling with their relationships or with their relationship with God or anything like that. Just make sure that you're not taking one good moment and saying, okay, this one good moment is going to carry me throughout the next week or 2 weeks, so I don't have to work on it anymore. And it just doesn't work like that. So anyway, it really sucks that at the next day, right after Sarah and I had our date night, and then we're just really enjoying spending that uninterrupted time together, I then wake up and I'm just a jerk for no reason at all. And it's just a reminder that anything worth doing, or any relationship that you're going to have that's worth having and maintaining, is something that requires work and dedication and discipline every single day, or else it won't last. It won't last. So anyway, that is where we're gonna end the video for today. I'd like to thank all of you guys for watching. We're going to try and do a date night video once a week throughout the entirety of 2021. As we kind of mentioned last night, something that we really want to be better about is spending uninterrupted, undistracted time with each other. And it was really nice. It was really nice. So we're going to do another one next week, and we're going to try to not repeat things very often. So board game, well, we didn't end up playing board game, but making dinner, watching a movie, that was like it. That was like the primer. That was like the warm-up. And we're not allowing ourselves to do that for our date night for the next little while. So it should be fun. We'll do the things from that book, and there's a lot of creative stuff in there, so it should be fun. But anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you're all having a fantastic day, and we will see all of you on the flip side.